To go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a run with their tight end. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Bijan Robinson. And he's going to take this all the way home. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Off he goes.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here we go, sack. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Check go.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Green Bay first down. A give. Here comes Lloyd. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Let's go. 18 run. 18 run. 70 range. 70 range. Go.
Play action. It's Penix. Going for it all. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Let's go now. Ready?
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go, first half in a 2-point game. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. It is 3rd and 10.
60 round back. And 19 tight. 19 tight. Seven finals. 15 pioneer.
From the gun, it's Penix. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
Now, faking the give. He'll let one go down the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Packers.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
18 guard. 18 guard.
Dell motioning over. On second down, here's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Ready? Check go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
19, Lion. Mustang 19.
Back to the air again. The ball's out. But it looked like a Packer was able to corral it, and indeed, possession stays with Green Bay. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go, set. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On 2nd down, Penix. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And 3rd down coming up.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
That's complete. He's got it to London. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this 1st half.
Set. Warrior 70.
Penix gonna throw again. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything, but at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
Throwing again, it's Penix. A throw caught by Dell on the outside.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That one is good. And the Falcons will cut the deficit down to 2.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Packers 27, Falcons 25.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. This is taken in at the goal line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll start this on the ground with Lloyd. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Come on, set. Let go.
They'll go again with Lloyd. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They run. It's Lloyd. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Go!
They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Yeah. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, Packers.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
On the ground, it's Lloyd. And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line. Second down and 8. Back to throw. This one is caught by Reed. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go. Take up.
He'll look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
This is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Packers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up. Let's go now.
On first down, it's Robinson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support. 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
We'll go play action now with Penix. He's going to air this one out. And he's in. Touchdown, Falcons. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This is caught. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
3rd and long.
Come on, set. 18 Rattler. Ready,
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. And here comes fourth down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Throwing now, Penix on first down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here is Penix. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. Now he's loose again. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On first down, it's Penix. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
London brought in motion. On third down, Penix. And that is incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The Falcons getting their punter out there as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. first down, it's Lloyd. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Another run here with Lloyd. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Give inside, there's Lloyd. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Here's a strip. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Try to run it with Lloyd. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
A run on 1st and goal. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Back up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's got another one. Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown, Packers. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end Pitts. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. Now the lefty Penix on first down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Packers will have great field position right around midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
This drive will begin with a run by Lloyd. A hit, and he has lost the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
On second down, Penix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Let's go now. Go.
3rd and 2. And Penix. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. To throw again, it's Penix. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Now, faking the give. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Viking 18.
Now a give on. Oh, he coughs up the football. And the defense has him.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. That is caught. What a throw. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Falcons are able to cut the deficit to 10. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down, all 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point is good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A dive and a catch. Incredible. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Throwing now from the gun.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. On the quick slant, they find Dell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
On the set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Tight. 7-5.
Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
18, pioneer. Come on, set.
They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Dell motioning over. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
19 Lions. Here we go. Set. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. He's on his way. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 95 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And this one is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Taking off.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Penix. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Let's go now.
Now panics to throw on second down. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up.
Wow, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over. He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down. He'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it.